All right, today I'm gonna be explaining the top 5 reasons why you should get a Mustang GT. All right, let's hop right into it. All right, so I think the best way to explain why you should get one of these cars is by hopping in the driver's seat and talking about it. So let's go. I made a deal. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will go ahead and order the Corsa Extreme full system active exhaust for this car. So if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I think the first thing, my number 1 thing, is the history behind the car. So this car was first introduced in 1964 and a half. And it's been around for 60 years. I think that's, yeah, 60 years. It's 2024. And this is also the last American muscle car. So I mean, there's so much heritage behind this vehicle, and it's such a good car. So second item, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why I bought this car, is the affordability versus performance ratio. So you get a lot of performance for not that much money. I mean, yeah, you could go dark horse, spend $74,000. You could fully spec out a dark horse, spend close to $80,000. But you could also get the base model GT, which runs you about, I think, $40,000 around there. I'll put the actual price on the screen. But around $40,000, you get a pretty much 500 horsepower, 480 if you don't get active exhaust, 480 horsepower V8 5-liter American muscle. And I mean, yeah, okay, maybe like the steering feel isn't the best this time around, but I mean, still, for the bang for your buck, you get a lot. Oh, let's do a tunnel run real quick. Ready? Check this out. Track mode. Here we go. Woo! Oh my gosh. There we go. Performance, affordability. I mean, it's just so good. And this is coming from a guy that has had 3 Mustangs now. And I'll put some pictures up on the screen. My first Mustang was a 2013 V6 base model. It had nothing. I bought it used. I think I paid like $11,000 for the car. But yeah, that was my first Mustang. And then after that, I traded that Mustang in for a 2020 GT Premium. Pretty much base model besides the premium, so leather seats, heated, cooled. Loved that car. And then I got a couple cars in between, and I was like, you know what? I need to get back to my roots, back to the Mustang. And now I'm driving this 2024 Mustang. I feel like that kind of shows, you know, I had 2 of these cars and I had to come back to it. I didn't like driving a truck. I didn't like driving the BMW. Back to the Mustang. So yeah, anyways, I kind of went off on a tangent there. Number 2 is the performance versus the affordability. Really good ratio right there. All right, reason number 3 that you should get a Mustang. It's whenever I drive this car, I'm just constantly smiling. It's even when I'm not like pushing the car, just like right now, just like driving it, it's so comfortable, and like it honestly makes me happy. Whenever I like get out of the car, I always do that thing where you like look back at the car, and it's just such an amazing car, and it makes me happy. So I feel like if you get a Mustang, it'll make you happy. There's just so much to love about the car. So we're gonna do a big road trip from New Hampshire all the way down to Florida. It's gonna be insane. We're gonna go to the Outer Banks. We'll hit that on the way down. And then on the way back, we're thinking of doing Tail of the Dragon. So I mean, taking the Mustang on Tail of the Dragon, that's gonna be crazy. And I'm so excited for it. There's so many fun adventures you can do with a car like this. So that's my reason number 3, why you should get a Mustang. It's so much fun. All right, so reason number 4 why you should get a Mustang. It's a beautiful car. The design of this car, it's crazy. So starting from the design in 1964, those earlier generations, I know some people loved it. I did like the 1964, 1965. That body style was nice. But then like in the early like 1990s, late 1990s, I didn't like the body style of those generation Mustangs. Now I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I don't know, it just wasn't for me. But then what was it? I think it was the 2001 to 2004 body style. That was cool. When I was younger, I always wanted to get one of those. Also, let me turn off track mode so you guys can actually hear me. I always wanted to get one of those Mustangs because to me, that looked like a race car, like a big V8, fast, loud car. And then I didn't like the 2005 body style. And then my V6 was the refresh of that 2005 bodies. I don't know the names. I'll maybe put the names up on the screen. But especially this newest generation, even the S550, that generation of Mustang, it's so sleek. It looks like a race car. It's a aerodynamic sports car. It's got the heat extractors up front. It's such a good looking car. And I've gotten so many compliments about this car, and people are like, it looks like it's more expensive than what it is. People think like, oh, this car must be like $60,000, $70,000. And especially I got a lot of that from my old 2020. Oh, the snow. I got a lot of comments like that on my 2020 Mustang GT, which that car only cost me $40,000. So you get a lot of bang for your buck, looks wise though. It's such an iconic look. People know it's a Mustang as soon as it goes by, you know, or from the headlights or most specifically the taillights. If someone sees those taillights, they know, oh, there goes a Mustang. And they also sometimes know that by the exhaust sound. All right, so another thing on the design of the car, there is so much you can do to this. It's such a great platform to build upon. I mean, you can tune the car, you can put different wings, different rims, you know, it's like, for example, I changed the shift knob. I'm making the car my own. And yes, I know it's a dark horse, but how many dark horses, the dark horse shift knob, how many GTs are there with the dark horse shift knob right now? An OEM shift knob. And then it's such a fun, customizable car, you know? So that's another reason I love it. People buy these cars to build up, put superchargers and turbos to make their own. So, and then the final reason why you should get a Mustang GT, why you should get a Mustang is the drivability, like the daily drivability of this car. I mean, look outside. It is crappy weather. Roads are kind of shitty. But still, I daily drive this thing. I take it to work. We're gonna cross-country road trip with this car. It's perfect, especially for two people like me and my fiance. It works perfect. And yes, okay, the back seats are, you know, basically non-existent. The daily drivability of this car is awesome for my situation. And if your situation is similar, like you typically just drive yourself or drive a friend or girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, it's gonna work out perfect. And the back seats, oh, please don't cut me off. Thank you. The back seats, they fold down, so there is so much room back there. If you want to put snowboard, skis, luggage, you know, and even let's say you have a kid like that, it's perfect back there for a kid. A baby, you could put a car seat back there. As long as the kid's not over like 5'5", you should be good. But I mean, at that point, you know, just get, you know, maybe a beater SUV or a beater truck, and that'll work out pretty good. Listen to that. Oh, sounds so good. All right, let's try to make this. Who would not want to daily drive that? You know, and now the downshift, ready for it? Here we go. All right, enough of that. But yeah, daily drivability. Even if you get the stick shift, I love rowing through gears, and some people are like, oh, it must be annoying if you get in traffic and you have to sit on the clutch. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to get a granny car, go, you know, Teslas are kind of cool. Go get like a Camry. Go get, you know, an Elantra if you want a granny car. Don't, you know, so I don't really get that. Like, the whole point of a car like this is to, like, feel the car. You feel the vibrations. You, like, roll through the gears. That wasn't even on track mode. Yeah, we'll do a little straightaway pull right here. Oh my gosh. Excuse you? I love daily driving this car. Again, back to the miles per mile, the performance thing. It's such a good platform, and I've had no issues daily driving this car. And I mean, this is probably the worst climate you could be driving a rear-wheel drive sports car in. And I'm loving it. It's doing just fine. I mean, if there's a blizzard, you know, probably avoid trying to drive it in like a pure blizzard. But I mean, regardless, such a great car. You gotta say hi into the microphone.
Can I give it some ASMR? Ow, I hit my head. Hi.
All right. Goodbye. All right. But yeah, so I'll clip this off real quick. But yeah, so those are my top 5 reasons why. It's just such a great car. It brings me so much joy and happiness. I love daily driving this car. I've put 2,800 miles on the car now. Every excuse I get, I just want to take the car out and drive it. So, I don't know. That's my spiel. I hope you guys found this helpful or entertaining. Yeah, I think that's going to cover it for this video. Last thing is, I made a deal. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will go ahead and order the Corsa Extreme full system active exhaust for this car. It also has a double helix X-pipe, which is insane. It's going to sound so good. So if you guys want to see a video of that exhaust on this car, my fiance said as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I can go ahead and place that order. So if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next Mustang video.